And round number 3 is underway. Nice strike after catching one by Sugar Ray Leonard. Blocks the headshot. Good-looking counterpunch. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Protecting his head well with his guard. Shane Mosley's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Sugar Ray blocks that punch. Sugar Shane blocks that punch. I remember sitting ringside in 1997 when Shane Mosley was able to defeat Philip Holliday and claim his first lightweight world title. Teddy, many said, boy, he could be a lightweight champ that reigned for years. He was a supreme lightweight, then he went up in weight.
Yeah, he did, and that's what winds up happening. You know, in the old days, it happened sometimes because they couldn't keep their weight anymore. They moved.
Oh! Sugar Shane Mosley's in bad shape. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Showing you some defense there with the block.
Keep moving, baby. Come on.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Mosley. And this round, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Now, this is a very exciting fight. It's been evenly fought, but it just has the feel of a fight that's going to go the distance. It doesn't look like any one guy is going to take control over the other.
No, when somebody makes up their mind, I am not being knocked out, I am staying, they usually stay. These guys are here for the night.
Turns over the hook after turning away his opponent's shot. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway. And then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room. And at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down, you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
Blocks away that headshot. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Comes right back at him with a left hand. It is unbelievable to sit back and just watch what these guys are willing to give and to take. Wow, what a fight so far.
Well, give and take, that's the key word. Sometimes you're forced to become great. And right now, each one of them are forcing the other to go to great places.
Good return fire that time. Good defense, just covering up down low. Here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Now that's some fine work right there by Sugar Shane. Oh! Superb right hand lands home by Sugar Ray Leonard. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. He's got to know that the eye's getting worse. The swelling is really more pronounced right now, but I don't see any defensive changes.
And you know what? I don't see any urgency either. You just touched on it. I don't see him where he's starting to get to the place where, you know, he's firing at the kind of rate that you would want to see a guy firing back at when he's in such a perilous position right now. He has to know that this fight is close to being stopped. He's got to start acting like a guy that's at the cliff, and he doesn't want to go over that cliff.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Sugar Ray Leonard. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head.
Keep your head moving.
Sugar Shane Mosley's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Leonard blocks that punch. Well, down he goes! Uppercut did the damage.
One, two, three, four, five.
So Sugar Ray Leonard has to rise up and beat the count. Now he's got himself a little bit of a challenge here.
And now what he's doing, he's going through a CAT scan, an MRI, an X-ray, where you're going to get a chance to see what's inside Sugar Ray Leonard.
Blocks that belt line well.